What's going on, guys? So today let's talk about the Dodge Journey and the ABS light and traction control issues that we've had. This is a 2017 Dodge Journey SXT, so 4-cylinder, pretty base model, and we bought it brand new for like $24,000 or something like that, and it's got almost 100,000 on it now. But since then, we've actually had several issues with the ABS controls. So I changed out the ABS control switches on the dash, thinking that might have been it. But on these vehicles, you have to take it somewhere and get the code scan to find out which sensor it actually is. And a normal hand scanner that you buy at an auto parts store won't do it. You have to have a $200 plus one from Amazon. And I just didn't have it. So we took it up to a local tire shop and they scanned it. And they scanned it every time, coming up with this back left driver's side tire. The first time it happened, I just replaced all 4 sensors. It's $100 on Amazon to get 4 sensors. And I've had really good luck with Amazon sensors on like 4Runners and stuff like that. So I'm like, all right, code went away. 3 months later, it's back. No crazy driving, nothing of that sort. Came back. Then we changed it again. But this time we scanned it, found which one it was, and it was that one. So we went ahead and replaced it. Then not even a week later, it went back on. And we're like, what in the world? We fixed it. So we scanned it again, it was that sensor. So I'm thinking, all right, maybe I just got a bad part. So the first time I didn't know which one it was. So I couldn't verify that it was the same one as the first time when I changed it. So I was like, all right. So I grabbed that one, then I had it come up again. I was like, okay. So I took the sensor out, checked it, ohmed it. Looked like it ohmed fine. So I was like, what in the world is going on? Couldn't figure it out. Take the sensor out, put it back in, still showed the code, nothing changed. So I went ahead and ordered another one, $25. Changed it out. Code went right away. And I was like, what in the world is going on here? And let me see if there's any driving condition. We live in Florida, so it does rain a lot. So maybe the sensor's getting bad. Maybe it's the plug. So I went ahead and I actually siliconed around the plug and put dielectric grease inside of it to make sure no moisture was getting out. Well, that didn't work. That lasted, honestly, this one lasted about 5 months and it went bad. I'm like, okay, so we went and scanned it. It was the same one. I was like, okay, I know exactly what's going on here. Something with the hub is going on. Well, come to find out, I don't have the new hub here yet, and I should have took a video when I changed this out, but I was busy. So the sensor looks fine. I don't know if y'all can tell. It's getting kind of dark. Nothing looks wrong with the sensor. O-ring looks good. Everything looks good. But I did notice I would spin the hub over. Hub didn't feel bad. But if you looked inside, there was some grease and grime and rust, and it looked like water had gotten into it. So from my best explanation at this time is that hub is bad. So I've ordered a new one and a new sensor. Even though this sensor is good, I want to have a spare on hand. And I believe that the hub, because we have also determined it only happens when it rains, is that this hub has a leak in the seal and it's getting moisture in there, and then it's somehow making this sensor go bad. So we're going to go ahead and try the hub, and I believe that will solve this issue. But if you're having this issue, guys, definitely go get it scanned, find out which one it is, change it out. Most of the time, from talking to other Dodge owners, it's literally just a bad sensor. They put really cheap, crappy sensors in there. These are side sensitive, so the right and the left are not the same, and the front and the back are not the same. So you will have to get the correct one for the one that's going bad. These back ones might be interchangeable, but the problem is the brackets on them that are crimped are different. So you could change all that and try that, but for $100 for a whole set on Amazon, not bad. If you go to a dealership, there are 116 at one dealership and 87 at another, or something like that. Dealerships will actually compete. Just a heads up, good dealerships will compete for your business on parts. So you can shop around and tell them, hey, I got it cheaper at this one. Can you match? And they generally will. So that's just an update on the Dodge Journey ABS issue. I believe I have it solved now. I'm going to go ahead and change the hub out, because I did find on a forum where they were saying that these hubs in the back, if at any time they had damage or hit a really hard bump, they can damage the seals in them, and the seals will start leaking, and then that can cause issues with the ABS sensors. It's really weird though, because you wouldn't think that this little sensor that picks up a little pickup inside the gear, there's a pickup, and all it does is get a little voltage reading back to the module. Now, I have read when people are like, oh, it's a module. That thing's like $400. I'm not changing that. I'll go through sensors every 4 to 6 months at $25 a pop before I change that thing. There's no point. It would take let's see, 20 of these sensors to add up to the cost of that. And we don't plan to keep the vehicle forever. So as long as it's working, the brakes work. But you do lose cruise control when the ABS light comes on, and you lose your ABS brakes. So it's definitely worth having that feature. So just a heads up, guys, if you're having issues with your ABS, definitely go get it scanned, find out what wheel it is, and if you have the money or you're willing to change the hub at the same time, just go ahead and get a hub and sensor combo. It's about $150. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.